Hello, and welcome to Shamrock Talk, the internet's #1 mother-son Celtics podcast. I'm your host, Jake Olin, here once again with my mother, Karen Olin.
This time in Maine.
In Maine. I'm back in Buenos Aires. It's been a whirlwind few days. Late games every 2 days. I had a nice 12-hour flight in the middle of them. It's been quite the adventure. One second, sorry, I have technical difficulties here. They just played on my computer. All right, we're back. But so we're gonna start with game one. I guess just go through the series. It's been quite the 6 days.
Game one. You want me to start?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, game one. I think we sorely missed Smart and Horford.
Yeah.
I think in that third quarter when they came out ready to go offensively, our defense was just not great.
Do you know we've lost 2 quarters this whole series?
Yeah. Crazy, huh? And the
third
biggest
quarter game 1, first
Yep.
quarter game 3.
Yep.
It's the only quarters we've lost.
Unfortunately,
ones we've lost.
Unfortunately, we lose by a lot. Like
the
amount,
completely
obviously
lose our minds. Yeah.
It's kind of crazy. But I do think in the first game we were missing good defense. We really were. And there are 2 top defenders, so that somewhat makes sense, right? Because I thought our offense in the first half was excellent. I thought we were moving the ball well. Everyone was shooting pretty well. So that first game, third quarter, they just started hitting. We couldn't stop them, and we weren't hitting.
Yeah.
Chasing them. We just ended up chasing them in the third quarter and couldn't come back in the fourth.
Yep.
Jimmy Butler shot 18 foul shots, made 17 of them. I think that was a big, nobody could really play good defense on him. And again, Smart wasn't there to help. Yeah, that's pretty much.
Not much to say. I think we're
Williams,
fine. The third quarter, we just fell apart.
Totally. Yeah. And I think lack of D. I do. I think lack of D.
I don't know.
That really hurt us. All right. Game 2, you start.
Game 2. I mean, complete opposite, really, of the third quarter of the other game. We could miss, like from 3, especially, just
it's kind of
knocking them down. And Grant Williams was unreal. He was a plus 37. It's ridiculous. Yeah. Pritchard is a plus 39. I mean, could have missed just from the beginning. I mean,
too. I think Pritchard has played very good D.
I agree.
We'll talk about last night's game after, but I think that was just a mistake not putting him in again, personally. But go ahead, game 2.
I mean, not much after. Once we were up 27, it was just kind of coasting. It was like,
I think Smart was on fire. He was
unbelievable too.
And not just his shooting, his intensity was so high. He was on the floor, deflecting out everything. He just ran that defense very well. He played Butler well in the beginning. I just think he and Al did the same thing, I thought, in the lane. They just made such a big difference defensively. I think they gave him a hard time with every single shot. It was nice to see. But the intensity of coming out on game 2, that's one of the best levels of intensity, or the highest levels of intensity I've seen.
Yeah. And I think having with Horford and Williams in there, they struggled to score.
Yeah.
If Tice plays another minute, I'm going to lose my mind. Like
he has not been great.
He has been so bad. Like they just, I believe I saw on Twitter today, I think in the whole series with him off the floor, we're like a plus 42. And with him on the floor, we're like a minus 41. Like it's like,
and he hasn't played that many minutes. I mean, they've taken him out quite quickly, but I just don't think he knows his role. He doesn't really have a Horford, Rob Williams role. He doesn't know his role.
It's just not a good matchup for him either. They have Bam and a bunch of guards, and basically,
and Bam takes him easily.
Yeah, and Bam is like, I'm just gonna eat you, and there's no one else for him to guard. If he leaves PJ Tucker in the corner one more time, or if anyone does, like I'm gonna lose my mind. Like,
that's his shot. Have you not watched film? Hello.
Yeah, that's the one shot. He has the floater. He has the
open.
floater when he gets inside, and the shot in the corner. That's all he does. Like, ugh.
Absolutely agree.
But yeah, I mean, on fire. It's just been like a tale of runs, basically. Like teams, like one of us every game has just gotten on an insane run that's basically won the game.
Because even last night, until the very end, maybe a little bit, never felt like we were in control. Never felt like, and then when they started hustling at the end there and started really showing more intensity, it was too late. Like, now you're going to, anything else about game 2? I don't think so. Like I said, I think Smart's intensity was unbelievable. And I think those two really were difference makers. And I will say, okay, Tatum's shooting percentage was not all that much higher than it has been, but there were some threes that he hit from outside. One was Bam Adebayo was on him.
Yeah.
He had no space. And he just went up like it was nothing, and it was a swish. I mean, I think that takes the air out of any defense. Like it was, I was just like, wow. Like it was, he had some wow shots, like really great shots. And again, I don't think his percentages were much higher than his averages have been. It's not like he was shooting lights out the whole game. But there were some shots. He just was unbelievable and well covered, and he managed to make them. So it was just a fun game, wasn't it? You came away thinking, we got this in the bag. And I think the Celtics thought so too. Game 3.
Yeah. Well, Tatum was not hitting those shots.
Intensity
in this game
was so low.
Yeah.
I wish I had film to go back and show you Marcus Smart at times. I don't know where his head was. His head was in the clouds. There were moments compared to the second game where he was out of position. He wasn't gritty. He wasn't scrappy. He was just out of the game. Like it was crazy. I just kept saying he must be on
better after he got hurt. Though.
He was.
Like before it was like
different person. Is he on painkillers at this point? I don't know. That's what I kept saying. He is on meds. Like his head is that first half. It was like a different Marcus Smart. It was a different Marcus Smart. And I'm not laying the whole game. Tatum was horrendous. I mean, even open shots.
Tatum was really, really bad.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even remember that many open shots that he took in game 2. And he was just unbelievable. He had some wide open shots. He was just not hitting. Like it was not many, but he had some.
Yeah.
But Marcus was the difference for me, that level of intensity that he brought and gives to everybody else. I thought something was wrong with him. I was like, who is this person compared to 2 nights ago? He was unbelievable. And forget offense. I'm just talking intensity on defense and being where you're supposed
I agree. At the beginning, we just were like, so how many open threes were we going to give them? Like
defense was
crazy.
Yeah. 100%. You know their game. And you're like, it was, I think they came out thinking it was going to be easy. I really do. Once again, instead of being ready, like they probably will be tomorrow night. You watch, it's going to be a different team. Intensity will be high.
Yeah.
And they'll play hard.
It's been all year. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, what? You got to come out every game with that. Not just one or every other. Like what? Yeah. That first half. And they were shooting well. Don't get me wrong. They were shooting like 89% that first quarter or something like that. Like, they came out ready to go, but it was their defense. They were scrappy. They won every free ball.
Some of those were a little lucky. Some of those were like, my, you got to be kidding me. Like they got it seemed like every loose ball was that, like they got a break on it. It was like,
I just think they had
that was tough, but they
spark that we didn't have.
I mean, well, Tatum was just nowhere to be seen, just terrible.
Again, head in the clouds. If he's not doing well offensively, he doesn't show up anywhere else.
Yeah, I agree. Defensively,
he did get a couple rebounds second half where it looked like he was stepping up a little more, but
his weird fake injury.
Yes. Oh my God, what a head case. I love when they replayed it when Oladipo stripped him, and I was like, was there any contact? I don't think so. I don't think he even hit him.
Like 2 seconds later, running the log. Who knows what's going on?
Yeah. With this dumbstruck look on his face. They show him coming out and he's like, got this look.
because we came back. We were better. We were doing better without him.
And you
He's
could
like, do
say
I go
the
in the game?
same thing about Smart, but did you see the roll of his foot?
Yeah, well, that's what I was gonna say. Is
I
he
thought
playing?
he was out. I'm
Well,
like,
is he playing tomorrow? Like,
that's a cortisone shot right there.
yeah, that's what I thought too.
Something.
He got something pumped up, and then
that was a roll. Like that
he's
was
hurting today, I bet.
Yes,
and
100%.
then again, begs the question. I mean, we've seen, he's been in and out of the lineup. Robert, like we've seen guys that have played and then not played. So like,
yeah, agreed.
I don't know.
Yeah,
that would be a big loss. And then the other one, obviously, Jimmy Butler, which was very strange.
Yeah, I think someone read today he was coming back.
Yeah,
he's going to be here for the next game.
Just,
that was really strange. I believe it or not, I think that he
didn't
had
even come out. Like he was in the locker room.
Yeah, I think he had something going on because Kyle Lowry
he missed a game earlier in the playoffs.
Yeah, Kyle Lowry did not look great.
No, he's hurt. He's playing.
Yeah. And I think for him to force himself to play, Jimmy Butler had to have something going on. I really think that's why Kyle Lowry played. I do. I think they knew something was nagging with Jimmy Butler before the game. And it probably just got worse or popped up. But I think they knew that. And I think that's why Kyle Lowry pushed it a little bit. He may have anyway, but I think they kind of knew something was going on. Thank God he's not 100% because I think made the big difference in that first few minutes. His passes, he had 2 incredible assist passes down the court.
Yep. I would agree.
That were really, really good. And again, our defense on that fast break in the beginning, we were jogging up. We had just scored. We jogged. I think it was Horford.
They score right away. Yeah.
Great play down. Everybody else is away from the basket, should be getting down for defense. And I think it was Jimmy Butler. It was Kyle Lowry passed to Jimmy Butler, and he beat everyone to the hoop. Like, what is going on? It was painful. It was painful. And the passes suddenly,
that's what really killed
we're
us.
A pick
the turnovers.
And roll, like Smart's playing pick and roll bounce passes to the center. When have we ever done that?
Every time we tried to go back door and throw it, bounce pass or lob it over, is intercepted. Every single time.
We've never done that. Maybe one play in the whole game.
They did play some zone, which kind of did mess us up a little.
But if we haven't done it in the past, is it going to be successful now? Like, and we kept doing it, and we kept doing it.
It just, yeah. I don't know what was going on. It was just so frustrating.
Yeah. I'm like,
just killed ourselves over and over again. And
again, he is not a true point guard. So he can't even fake that bounce pass. He's a telegrapher when he passes. So if we know where the pass is going, defense knows, but he's just not that at that pass. I don't know. But he definitely was lacking in his point guard skills last night. He just, and there were other bad passes. Don't get me started.
I mean, everybody had a bad pass. I don't know if any player
fumbles ground, 7 turnovers.
Yeah.
Dribbling into people, falling, Oladipo stripped us. How many?
And he was good. Yeah. Oladipo must have had like 6 steals.
Yes, he was very good. He was very good offensively. Yeah. He should just never
yeah. One dribble and dunk it. That should be his offense every time. One dribble and dunk it on somebody.
Get the pass, one dribble, go up.
Yes.
Or just shoot.
Shoot. Yeah. One of the two. Maybe one dribble, step back, one dribble, maybe 2. If you're really feeling it. That's it.
And Tatum, I don't even know what to say about him.
Yeah, he was just so bad.
7 for 3. Only took 14 shots. Wasn't like he was forcing it, and they covered him well.
We were within 1 point with like 2 minutes left.
Yeah.
And like we played like so poorly.
Yes.
That it was like.
Yeah. We did play.
I mean, all you had to do was be all right, and we would have won the game.
Yeah.
No Jimmy Butler.
A sort of not fully healthy Kyle Lowry in general in the game, and we can't.
They collapse at the end of the half and give you like 10 points for no reason. You're back in the game. It's 15 points, and you just every time you had a little bit of life, it was like, let's just throw it out of bounds. We'll just give it to Oladipo.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, the strips from him. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. He played well.
Yeah, he was really good.
And why did they put Pritchard back in? Even for a few minutes in the third quarter.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't understand. So Marcus goes out with the ankle, comes right back in. Granted, he did play pretty well at that point, but
Yeah.
Aren't you thinking to yourself, maybe we should shake it up a little bit at that point when he got her? I don't know. And he was shooting well. He shot one shot and he made it. Nobody else was shooting very well.
No.
Why wouldn't you put him in for a couple shots, a couple threes, make them guard him? Maybe Tatum would be open, right? Because they're not going to have to guard Smart tightly. He's not making threes. He's not even shooting threes because he's not hitting them. So put somebody in that can shoot a three that they have to guard. And maybe Tatum would have been open.
Mm-hmm.
But I just think our offensive plan was horrendous.
Yeah.
Horrendous.
I mean, we've been great defensively either, though.
Oh, no. Yeah.
We haven't held them under 100 points one time.
Yeah.
They scored 118, 102, 109.
Yeah. Agreed.
It's I mean, last night was just so abysmal. It was like so painful. It was
a feeling of how did we even get here?
Yeah. Like who is this
I kept
team?
thinking, I kept thinking, is Rob Williams that much of a change maker in that
on Adebayo?
Would he have had that? Because he's a secondary defender. He's not necessarily one-on-one. He's
the rim protector. Correct.
Comes up from behind and
yes, you have to think about him. That's definitely a factor. And Tice should just never play again.
Because we could not stop Adebayo.
Can't believe that Ime started Tice. Can't believe it.
Over Grant. What was that theory? Yeah. Not that he was in long. He wasn't in long.
Yeah, because he couldn't have been, because you immediately realized that this was not working. It wasn't like Tice starting.
Yeah.
I mean,
you and Brett were going berserk. I'm like, maybe they watched film. Maybe there's something I don't know.
Well, clearly not, because he was in for the first 5 minutes and they were up like 40 points.
Well, it's not. Yeah, that wasn't just him. We couldn't hit a shot.
Yeah. I mean, and they hit everything. I mean, it was ridiculous.
89% they shot. 89% in that first quarter at some point. It's like, what?
Yeah. It was
and you knew they were coming out. You knew they were going to come out hard. I mean, as a team, you had to know they were coming out hard. And we seemed dumbstruck. Like, hello, this is a number one team. You got to play scrappy and with high intensity every single night. Maybe we're just tired. I don't know. But you're right. I'm worried about injuries. Smart can't keep taking this and keep coming back. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Will he play? I genuinely don't know if he will play tomorrow.
Taking some hard shots. Yeah. And Robert Williams, do what you need to make it to the next game.
Who knows with that guy?
Play 2 games and then you're out again. Like, you got to make it to the next one. So he better be playing game 4.
Yep.
Tatum. We haven't really discussed him.
Yeah, we did. I mean, he was just terrible.
Yes.
There's not much else to say. Like, he just
worst part for me, yes, we did discuss him, but I think I had one more thing to say, is his passing off the ball. I mean, his
everything.
Passing.
Like, he was just bad the whole time.
The worst passes when he didn't shoot. Like, he just can't set up he couldn't set.
But that was everybody, to be fair. Yeah. We passed the ball. We must have passed the ball directly into their hands like 10 times.
Yes.
Just gave it to them.
23 turnovers. They had 8.
Yeah. That's the difference right there. That's the game.
23 turnovers. Can you imagine being Udoka? Rewatching that? Because you have to rewatch it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And why is Jaylen Brown like a 50% free throw shooter now?
I don't know.
Like,
we said that one. Yeah.
He literally shoots.
He used to be money.
Now.
He used to shoot very well.
I mean, not money, but he's 80, 75. He is a 50% shooter in the playoffs. Like, it's crazy.
But still, in those peak moments, I don't ever remember being nervous that he was going to miss them. Right? Like,
but we haven't had like a lot of games that have come down to that. Like, all these have been blowouts, and we lost 2 of we haven't had a game that's come down to people on the line, which thank God.
Yeah, we were 23 for 30 in free throws.
I think at least 4 of those misses were Jaylen Brown.
He had 9 for 12, 3. He had the most. Yeah.
Oh, that's actually better than I thought. Yeah.
So he missed 3, but it was some of those. Yeah. Same thing. And in the past few games, he has not done well.
No, he's 6 for 10 game 1, 2 for 2 game 2.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's another thing. We had 30 free throws and they had
14. I mean,
14.
They had 14. Yeah.
We had higher shooting percentages than they did in everything.
We just killed ourselves. Like, there's no other way to
Well,
put
like
it.
I said,
Like
they
we lost that game.
shot
Like
22 more shots than we did.
what?
They shot 22 more shots than we did.
Yeah, because we didn't shoot half our possession. I think 25% of our possessions were turnovers. Like that's real. Like that's true.
Yeah. Yep.
You're not going to win a game like that. We almost did.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. That's embarrassing. It's all embarrassing.
I know. It's like we couldn't have like try. It was like we were throwing the game. Like they all bet on the Heat or something. Like it was crazy.
Yeah. Like I said, the first half, I just felt like we were non-existent. And it's not just their shooting percentage, but defense wise. Yeah. Did we come to play? That can you imagine people paying a lot of money for that ticket?
Yeah.
Jimmy Butler goes out, then you have a little hope, and like what? Kyle Lowry's on the mend, and we still can't win that game.
Yep. We're 2-3 in our last 5 home games.
And wait, I have a good one. We were discussing this at breakfast this morning. Grant Williams, after he fouls out, talking to the ref, continuing to talk to the ref, continuing to talk to the ref, continuing to talk to the ref. What? Just sit down. Like it's like he's some superstar.
Yeah, he has taken the I'm gonna talk to the ref role. Why? Who knows?
The guy
I
was
think
going to
Ime talked about that in his post game press conference about how they got back to talking with the refs and stuff.
Yes. So we were joking around this morning about Batman and saying Batman was a man of very few words, right? He's a quiet character. And we renamed him Deadpool. We decided that he was more of a chatty Deadpool than he was a silent type.
Yes.
Batman. But that's what, like, what? Why are you still talking? One, you're fouled out. There's not a chance of you coming in the game.
We're going to lose.
Yeah. It's like, stop talking to the ref. And they just kept flashing to him, talking to the ref, and the ref's like pushing him away, sit down. And he just kept coming back. And yeah. It was just dumb. And it was a foul. He fouled him. I don't think there was any doubt at that point that he fouled him.
Who cares?
And I didn't think the ref has called the game that poorly.
No, we killed. There's no one to blame but ourselves for that game.
Yeah, 100%. I think
not even the Heat. Not even credit to the Heat. We killed ourselves over and over and over at every stage of the game.
Yeah.
The Heat have won 2 quarters the whole series.
Yeah.
First quarter of game 3, third quarter of game 1. And they lead the series because of 2 quarters, because we've completely fallen apart.
Yeah.
And just can't recover. Like it's the craziest thing.
Yeah. Or start to recover, but it's not quite enough. Yeah. So prediction for tomorrow night.
I mean, I'm going to say we win. It's a must win at this point.
Yes. Yeah.
I
am, like you said, I think it's a smart question, right?
Yeah.
Marcus Smart is going to be the next 3 games. It's going to be, I mean, if he is really hurt and really out of it, because defensively, I think he's our spark plug, obviously.
Yeah.
And without him, that and Jason Tatum being consistent.
Yeah.
Because his inconsistency, because you can say they put PJ Tucker, and PJ Tucker in defense was very good on him.
Yeah, he's excellent. I mean, you knew that he was going to come and get under Tatum's skin, and like you knew that's how that was going to go.
100%. So again,
the fact that Tatum can't deal with that is crazy. It's like PJ Tucker is going to do that. That's what's going to happen.
But even the wide open shots,
just flails around, goes.
The wide open shots are what he should be concerned with, because he had a couple threes that he had nobody on him.
Yeah, or just being aggressive. Like why? Yeah. Like
yes.
When did he once go to the basket and force the ref to make a call?
A couple times he tried. He was stopped. They were pretty good in the lane. They were playing he did a couple times. He only shot 14 times. He played 41 minutes, right? 41 minutes, and he only shot 14. Yeah. So that kind of tells you 14.
Yeah, no, I know. It's for him. It's non-existent.
Low. Yeah, that's
just non-existent.
Not a lot of shots. Al Horford shot 14 times. That tells. I mean,
he was good. He was our best
really
player.
Good. This shooting, the last
unbelievable. Yeah.
Last night he was 50%, 7-14, 3 for 5 from 3. Game before that, he was 100%.
He's our most consistent 3-point shooter at this point.
Yeah. Yeah. I would have set him up a little bit more. I guess 14 is a lot. And he was tired. There were no subs, in the third quarter? Not many in the fourth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, we had nobody. Tice didn't play. So the starters all played 39, 37, 41, 42, 42. And that, trying to come back from that deficit in the second half, you got to be tired. You got to be struggling at that point.
Yep.
So that's what I worry about with Horford. When you're playing that many minutes, you're exhausted, right? By the end, are you going to be our star shooter? Probably not. Yeah. So what are you looking for tomorrow?
I mean, Tatum, hopefully he can,
I don't think he can get
back,
worse.
have a big game. Yeah. I mean, give us something, please.
Yeah. And not be a head case. If they're not fouling, help your teammates out, make better passes,
some defense,
set them up,
and
play some defense and get some rebounds, which he did start doing a little bit at the second half. But give it your all in the rest of the game.
Can we just guard the 3-point line? Like,
I know, that's what I said. At this point, you don't want threes. Take the twos, but
let Adebayo beat you all day.
Yes.
Let Adebayo do his hook shot one-on-one on out.
Yes.
If he hits him, he hits him. Well, we can survive that. But if we're just good, if I see PJ Tucker in the corner open one more time, I'm gonna lose my mind. Sit on him.
Who else has been impressive?
Help anybody.
Strus has played well. He's good defensively.
Yeah, he is good. He's very good defensively. But again, sit on him. Who on this team do we have to double?
Yeah. Nobody.
100%. Sit on the 3-point shooters and don't leave. Yeah. Do not leave your man.
And I think that's part
help.
of Tice's problem. Tice is an old school player where he guards the lane.
Yeah.
That is what he does.
He can't sit on the guy. It's crazy.
Yeah. But he is. He's not that kind of player. He is, and I think he tried a couple times. He was out there guarding the 3 a couple times.
Yeah.
But he is used to, and in the past, that was his role, to be the last defense if people got into the lane. And that just isn't this type of game right now.
No.
So
They have Adebayo and 3-point shooters.
Yeah.
And if Adebayo's not in, it's Deadman and 3-point shooters.
Exactly.
Literally look at their roster. PJ Tucker shoots the 3. Jimmy Butler not great at shooting the 3, but can. You have Adebayo, who's the middle guy. Lowry shoots the 3. Strus shoots the 3. Caleb Martin shoots the 3. Deadman's just Adebayo's replacement. Gabe Vincent shoots the 3. Hero shoots the 3. Oladipo shoots the 3. Duncan Robinson shoots the 3. Yeah. Everybody but Adebayo and Deadman's going to shoot.
Yeah. Strus was their top 3-point shooter. Strus had 4 for 7.
Yeah, just don't leave them.
Tucker 3 for 6.
Don't leave the 3-point shooters.
Yeah.
You're going that is the recipe to beat them. Just sit on.
Who we have guarded well or who has not played well is Hero.
Yeah, Hero's been terrible.
And
had some open shots too. I don't know. He's been 0 for 6 from threes.
Yeah.
Odd.
Yeah. Yeah. So okay, here we go. Tomorrow night, I think it's a do or die. We are going to be hard pressed.
I mean, if you're down 3-1 and you got to win 3 in a row, 2 of them,
you got to go back to Miami. Yeah.
No, oh boy. Although again, Miami's crowd is so bad.
Yeah, they are.
Barely a home court advantage.
It is sad. Yeah.
Of course they're going to win on the road. Basically all their games are on the road. I mean, it's like you're on the road or you're in what sounds like an empty arena. It's is everyone just on their phones the whole time?
Oh, and last game, who's being convinced after the last home game they're not going back again? The last home game, they were terrible.
Yeah.
So iffy to buy that ticket.
Yep.
So we got to come out intensity. Hopefully there's enough cortisone shots to get Smart on there. And Rob Williams.
I don't know. On the fence. I'm optimistic. We can win and we can win 100%. Easily. Yes. But 100%. Can we stop just shooting ourselves in the foot? It's this is our demise is our own undoing. Yeah. It's
how many times last night I said we have no offense, we don't have an offense, right? Did it feel like we set anything up at times?
But I mean, did we even have a chance? It was the first pass was just a turnover.
Yes.
Throw it right out of bounds.
In the beginning, drive. Oh, there's a lot of people in the lane. Make a bad pass.
Yeah. Oh yeah, let's look pass to Horford. Oh, stolen.
Yeah. The one time, who made the pass? Oh, I think it was Tatum made the pass to Pritchard, and he saved it from out of bounds.
Yeah. You're
he
what?
Uses his body
after 4 straight turnovers too. It's
and gets it to 100%.
Yeah.
get past that? Where are you? And you're in your home court. You're not. It's not like you're in a foreign somebody else. You're not away. You're home. Yeah.
Even when you are away, it's like an empty arena in Miami. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
They're good every year. Just the worst home court I've ever seen. Like I've never seen a worse home court than Miami. Every year too. It's not like every year. Like
in Miami, right?
I guess, but like
good weather. Who wants to be inside? I don't know. Yeah, I agree.
Eastern Conference Finals. Have any fans down there? Come on. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. I don't know.
We'll see.
I think they're going to come out strong, and I think they're going to win tomorrow night. Can they do it two in a row?
So.
Can they do it 2 in a row?
They can. The answer to can't. They could win 3 in a row. We could win this series. Can we stop shooting ourselves in the foot? Can we guard some 3-pointers? Can we let Jimmy Butler and Adebayo go in the lane all day? Tough contested shots in the lane. If they hit them, they hit them. We should be able to match that.
I agree.
If you're just gonna like, how many open threes are they going to get?
Yes,
it's crazy.
Agreed. You're right.
Like that's what killed us at the beginning. Like
in the end,
was on fire.
In the end, so we start catching up. We are making some 2s, and then they go down and make a couple 3s, and then anything.
The end those were tougher 3s though. At least those were like at the end we had just dug ourselves too much of a hole.
There was one 3 that was, I don't know how.
That was the dagger when it was 1 point. We got it within 1, and
but we were guarding that
crazy
well.
3.
Yeah.
Yes.
That
and
was
then
impressive.
Adebayo hits the prayer after that, and that was the dagger. It was like if you didn't completely shit yourself, like that wouldn't have mattered, but that was the game because you because you just let them
inconsistent.
Up 30.
Consistent. Yeah. Agreed. All right. Intensity, cortisone shots, get in there.
Yeah, I hope Smart's fine. He's got to be hurting today.
Like
let out like a shriek as soon as that happened. It was like,
and I didn't really see it. And
then his ankle was broken,
and I was like, I did too.
I couldn't tell if it was his ankle or his knee at first. I was like, man, this is bad news.
Oh no, they showed the roll. Did you see the roll of his ankle?
Yeah.
And then he landed. The guy landed on it. So I mean, it was not a good. I was wondering how he came out. Yeah. He just must have twisted a lot, loose ligaments. I'm thinking. I don't know. I know that's. But what? Yeah. So he's got it sore. So it'll be interesting. Interesting. I just hope he plays because that's going to be a struggle if he doesn't play. It's going to be a big struggle.
Yeah.
Unless we're shooting lights out.
Yeah. Maybe. You need a few just Tatum monster games to end this. If you can get like 2 40-pointers from Tatum. Yeah. This should be our series.
Yeah.
But you can't do, what do you have last game? 10? 10 3 for 14 shooting. And a fake injury and no defense. Like 4 turnovers. Like, oh God. Don't even get me started.
The injury. What? I didn't even tell you this is Oladipo, skinny Oladipo. He didn't even bump you.
Maybe it's
tiny. Yeah. Down
the fact
on the
that
ground.
You ran, you're down on the ground for like 2 minutes, and then you run to the locker room, and then you're back 30 seconds later.
And the only thing I can think of is he had somebody back there saying, "You can do this, Tatum. You can do it. Get back out there."
Yeah.
What?
Bring Deuce back there.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. Come on, Dad. Get your head in the game. Yeah. Oh, that was interesting.
Just a mess. The most frustrating game, start to finish.
Yes. Yeah. And he had one of those moments where he was frustrated, and I don't know what he did. Like it was 2 games ago, I think. Yeah. And he just lost his cool.
That frustration foul, the game in Milwaukee where I almost
Yes. I was like, so you missed. You were so close to the championship at this point, right? The finals. You were so close. You've got to find a way to get rid of that when they are guarding you, which think about what do you think they're going to do next game? Shut Tatum down, right?
Get him riled up. Yeah.
You think something's going to change? PJ Tucker's going to be on you next game. You know, if you make it to the finals, who are they going to guard? You. So you're going to have this every single game. You got to figure out a way to make a difference in another way. And bad passes, not it. Not playing 100%, not it. Figure this out. So, and make your open shots, right? Get in a groove, make your open shots. Don't get frustrated by the offense. I should be in that locker room. I would have been like, whack, get back out there, you pansy. I'm not sure that's what they said, but come on, make a difference in the other ways. All right. I don't think we missed anything. I think we hit everything.
So frustrating.
Yes.
So frustrating.
All right. I predict a win for tomorrow if Smart plays. If he doesn't, I think it's a whole different story, because I think if Jimmy Butler plays, he's going to come out with a mission.
I think we win either way. I don't know.
And I'm not sure who stops Jimmy Butler. Who you think, who's going to step up?
I mean, it should be Tatum. Hello. Wake up.
Yeah. He doesn't want to get hurt.
Yeah, but he played so well on KD. That's what I don't understand.
Yes, he did. A little more physical. KD's not quite as physical. I agree. I think that's why he took that assignment.
But Jaylen Brown,
more
Jason
finesse,
Tatum should be
more finesse.
Butler, like, come on.
Yeah, Butler's like a little bully ball, and I'm not sure Tatum will take that many hits.
No.
Jaylen Brown, I think he's too small. I just don't think he has the power. He'll take the hits, but I don't think he's as good enough a defender the whole game anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Grant Williams, he's just not fast enough. I don't think he does a good job, but Jimmy Butler has moves. So that's my worry. If Smart is not in or he's too beat up, that's going to be, I think, a struggle if Jimmy Butler comes in with a full head of steam, because I don't think Kyle Lowry looks great. I don't. I think he is winded. Either. And I think he could give a few minutes, but I don't think he can give a whole game. Not at this point.
No.
I still think he's in pain. I think he's got stuff going on.
Yeah,
and
I agree.
That's why Oladipo played, right, and stepped up.
Yep.
And I don't think Oladipo can carry them. I think he had some good,
No, and no one. We're
good
just
moments.
like a better team, which is the most frustrating part. They have a lot of they're deep. They have a ton of guys, but in terms of the top guys, we should be beating them. Like
Agreed.
No question about it.
Yeah.
That's the most frustrating part. It's like
all
their role players just shoot threes. They just knock down threes. Like
Adebayo was good last night. I thought
he was really good, but
he's super efficient. I think he shoots quickly.
We have trouble when he does the pick and roll, and they bring the guy that can shoot the three off the pick and roll, and lose my mind.
All right, we won't beat this dead horse anymore.
Yep.
Be better. That's my advice. Be better and mentally tougher. All of you, mentally tougher.
Yes.
Just seems like a little bit of too much whining last night, and not enough grit and loose balls. I mean, how many times were we really on the floor for a loose ball, right? Which is weird for us, right? That's a good defense. We
cost all the loose balls, just throwing them away.
We did. Exactly. I want to see a little more grit with this team, and a few more loose balls and a few more on the ground, struggling a little bit. All right. That's all I got here in hot Maine. It's very, very humid here. Very humid.
Very frustrating. I don't know. Still optimistic. I think we got the talent to do it. There's no question about that. It's like, 100%. Let's not shoot ourselves in the foot.
We could go to the finals. I could see us in the finals. I could see us in the finals. I just think we were too cocky from minute one last night. I think we sailed through that second game and we came in caught off guard. Why are we caught off guard? We did it in the regular season. Suddenly we come in against a team we thought we were going to beat, and we were caught off guard. This is the number one team in the East. We should never be caught off guard on this team. We should always have high intensity. I don't understand. So, all right.
Well, it's been Shamrock Talk per usual. Worldwide, all platforms at Shamrock Talk Pod on Twitter, at Shamrock Talk on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, Apple Music, everywhere.
For everyone.
Everywhere for everyone. Tomorrow, it's really do or die at this point.
Yeah, I agreed. I mean, we could potentially win 3 in a row. We're talented enough.
Rule it out.
Mentally, yeah. Mentally,
one game at a time.
Yes, agreed. I think if anything, this goes 7. That's my prediction. If we come back, if we win tomorrow, if we get gritty again, if we're healthy, I think it'll go 7. That's my prediction. All right. Till next
So we
time.
got go Celtics.